Yes, Dan Perry, do stay with us. We have further updates from the region, where the United Nations Human Rights Chief, Volker Turk, has condemned Israel's airstrike in Qatar that targeted Hamas leaders, calling it a shocking breach of international law. Addressing the UN Human Rights Council, Turk warned that the September the 9th strike in Doha was an assault on regional peace and stability and undermined the integrity of global mediation efforts. He urged accountability for what he described as unlawful killings, while opening an urgent debate on the incident. We are once again joined by Dan Perry. Dan, many are arguing here that Israel broke international law by striking Qatar, a sovereign nation. Do you expect Israel to face any consequences either at the UN or from any other body in regards to this?
Israel won't face consequences at the UN because truly consequential actions at the UN occur from the UN Security Council, where the US can be expected to veto any anti-Israel measure. Israel could potentially face other consequences if Arab countries should break off relations or should suspend trade deals or things of this nature. Also, Europe is getting a little bit tired of Israel's continued insistence on fighting the war in this way. Just last week, the Ursula von der Leyen threatened to take measures against Israel and to maybe even ultimately expel Israel from its status as an associate member of the European Union. For sure, Israel can face consequences, but I don't think it will be purely about the strike in Qatar. The strike in Qatar was undoubtedly a violation of Qatar's sovereignty. That's obvious. But the notion that one never violates another's sovereignty is a little bit infantile. I mean, when the U.S. took out Osama bin Laden, who was in Pakistan, another erstwhile U.S. ally, that was a violation of Pakistan's sovereignty. But Osama bin Laden was a demonic terrorist responsible for 9/11. The leaders of Hamas are genocidal jihadist mafia. So the idea that you host them and they have impunity because your sovereignty prevails is an idea, but it's not the only idea in the world. Whereas for sure Qatar's sovereignty was absolutely violated, and you could argue that it also violated the fuzzy and highly subjective edifice of international law. The real issue is political. What's really supposed to happen here? How to end the war? Who cares enough about what? Does Qatar really care enough to cut off relations with Israel, which it has, and beneath the surface are pretty good? My guess is actually not.
Yes, do stay with us, Dan, as we further discuss the conflict. And we move over to the ground, where Israel has launched its ground assault